Hey guys, this is Rudy G. Funk coming at you again. I really wanted to talk about Todd Haley and Greg Williams interview. Also, the Skip Minicamp Day. Kind of want to finish with that. But if you haven't watched the Haley and Williams interviews, I can watch these guys all day. I really like Haley and Williams. I really want to give Hugh a shout out for getting these guys. You know, we got to give Hugh some credit for accumulating these guys. Haley just sounds to me like the kind of offensive coordinator I want to have. You know, just a nugget from his interview. You know, he was asked about Josh Gordon's remark on them being the best wide receiver crew in the league. You know, and you know, his facial expression was just unchanged. Listen to the answer. You know, he didn't like roll his eyes and go, "Oh God," you know, or anything. But pretty much just said, "Well, put it on the fucking field." You know, I appreciate that he says that, but put it on the fucking field. You know, which was a great answer in my opinion. You know, the dude can say what he wants. Let's do it. Let's talking about it's okay too. But let's put it on the field. Another nugget from Greg Williams' interview. He one thing I like about his interview is he'll put a touch of analytics in his verbiage, and everybody kind of cried about how far the safety was back and all that stuff, and he points out that the year before they were the worst in the league, with the deep ball, and how they were first in the league, against the deep ball last year. So I don't know. I hate the whole losing thing, just like anybody else, but just the fact that they're taking these progressive steps toward making a better team. They're forging something here. I don't believe that Williams is some idiot and he's just going to line some dude off, 30 yards. I think something really good is happening here. I like these guys. I got to give you credit. What's happening is very good with these guys. I believe, anyway. Just there's so many signs of it. And I think that's one of the what Williams was talking about is a little nugget about that. Now, okay, so we're stopping the deep ball. Now let's get a little smarter, get a little tougher. And hopefully make them hold on to the ball a little bit more. Which is kind of goes in with getting more sacks, getting more sack fumbles. He talks about a lot of good stuff that Garrett and the boys can do. As a defensive compilation, if they, with guys like Ward, they're going to take a chance with the deep ball, thinking he's a rookie. I mean, they did it at Ohio State. They did it his whole career at Ohio State. They kept trying to pick on him, and the dude's whooping their ass. So we'll probably see that. We'll see the quarterbacks holding on to the ball longer. Miles, Ogba, Nassib, Ogunjobi, Brantley, all these guys getting at the quarterback more, so I think it's very productive. I think what we're seeing production. I know this sounds stupid, but the losses don't really bother me so much as the foundational building blocks, the amino acids of the team. And this kind of brings me to why I kind of want to finish with this. I really don't want to sound like a little bitch when the mini camp, not doing the physical part of the mini camp the last day really bothered me, and it's black and white to me. It's you do it, I don't even want to talk about the 1 in 30, 1 in 31 or 1 in 32 or whatever that is. It just seems like the wrong thing to do. I don't know. I didn't hear any questions about that with either one of their interviews. I don't know if this is a Hugh thing, a Haslam thing, or why they took that day off. But when you're wanting to work on your foundation, I just don't see it. Like I said, I see it black and white. You do that. I mean, how much time do these guys have together? It's limited. And to take a day off like that at this stage really bothers me. And I kind of hope it bothers you. I really don't see much of an argument. I think I heard Hugh say something like that. Healthy is important. I get that too. But fundamentals are more important than. I don't want to see anybody hurt. I get that. I'm not some mean jerk or anything. But fundamentals are important. You could physically work on fundamentals without hurting each other, just going over the basics. Kind of like in martial arts. When you get your black belt, which I don't know, is it 1 in 1,000 people that actually take martial arts actually get their black belt? But achieving the black belt doesn't mean you're just going to kick everybody's ass now. It just means you mastered the basics. And in year 3 here, we're still trying to master the basics. I don't think they won their black belt yet. Does that analogy make any sense to you? And if you disagree with me, I really want to hear from you guys. Any kind of opinion that would try to sway me or anybody for that matter about this, because I was kind of waiting all day to hear somebody talk about it, and believe it or not, Aaron Goldhammer felt the way I did. I might do this too. He had mentioned how if they're getting a lot of penalties, or if we're losing games because of penalties or something like that, I'm going to look back on this kind of mini camp, and I know it's just practice, but that's one more day that these guys get to gel, get to criticize, you get to critique, the coaches get to critique their foundation, their fundamentals. And I'm really so against that. I'm not really sure how this, if it was a team agreement, or if Hugh just said, okay, hey, let's, the ice truck thing doesn't bother me. I mean, these guys get taken care of pretty good from what I understand, so it wasn't the whole ice truck thing. It was just not doing that, when you had the opportunity to do it, and I hope the Browns players went out anyway. Maybe it was a test. Was it a test, maybe? God, that'd be great to hear from them, were they being tested? Oh, hey, okay, you guys got tomorrow off. Let's see who fucking shows up, or something like that, agree or disagree, comment. Hey, don't hesitate to subscribe. Give me a like, dislike, whatever. I also heard Baskin, from Baskin and Phelps, really felt the way he felt, a little more strongly, I think, than Aaron, but because he verbalized it a lot more, and he kind of referred to the 1 in 31, which it doesn't bother me how it looks. I don't give a shit socially how it looks, and I'm just talking about the fundamentals. When you do have another day to work on those fundamentals, and I can't say it enough. That really bothers me, Like I said, I don't want to sound like a bitch ass or anything like that, but they're the Browns, and I'm going to keep watching them. It doesn't matter necessarily what they do. I'm going to watch them every week and watch their interviews and stuff, because I'm a Browns guy. But it just rubs me the wrong way a little bit, and I hope Haley and Simmons, Williams' boy, I hope these guys are like, we should have practiced, we're you got so much new stuff going on. You got Tyrod Taylor, you got new guys coming in, you got rookies, mandatory minicamp that's not mandatory. I don't see the other side of this. And if you guys see some other side, I mean, I kind of know what I'm going to hear about injuries, and we want to be healthy. And I think Aaron Goldhammer said, hey, if we're playing the Steelers and we're missing tackles and stuff like that, they're going to look back on this, and they're going to get some shit for it. So I'm not terribly upset, but it does bother me. I'd like to hear if it bothers you guys too. or if you disagree, I wouldn't mind hearing that. You know, that'd be great. You know, any comment is great. You know, I'm not gonna throw you under the bus or anything like that. But hey, I'm Rudy G Funk. God bless you. Peace. Don't hesitate to comment, ring the little thingy, subscribe. You know, that'd be great. Till next time, guys.